Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Ifeni. Great Malabite, good morning.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Ayo.
Good morning, Mr.
Yes, we'll start the review with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. We'll start from the story above the masthead, the window story. On Rosaye report, federal government discontinues funding of professional bodies council. Yes, a directive in a letter sent by the Director General of the Budget Office of the Federation, Mr. Ben Akabweze. He signed that letter, has gone out to professional bodies. And of course, some of the memos obtained by this day were addressed to the registrar, chief executive officer of the optometrist and dispensing optics board, as well as the Nigerian Council of Food, Science and Technology. And the import of the letter is that from January 1, 2024, there will be no budgetary provision for these councils, and as such, the council will be fully responsible for their personnel, for their overhead and capital costs effective January 2024, which means there will be no budgetary provision. Of course, the number of councils so affected, professional bodies, the details perhaps not exactly here now, but opinions are divided whether these councils should be funded by government or not. Of course, various persons interviewed, experts interviewed, of course, gave different viewpoints. Some say they should be, such support should continue, others say no. But this is straight from the Onrosaye report, which recommended the merging of some ministries, departments, and agencies of government. But again, part of the cost-cutting measure, if you will. But how far-reaching this has been, well, we'll see in the days ahead. Now, the lead story, Tinubu, on my watch, Nigeria will know peace, stability, prosperity, urges citizens to have faith in country themselves. Praise for victory in battle against insurgency. Our government will address infrastructure deficit, says Shetima, the vice president. Saraki Lagbaja, Obi governors orders salute Muslims at Salah. Of course, the president yesterday was at the Eid ground in Lagos here, where he made statements, of course, encouraging Nigerians and painting a future that is not hopeless, as it were. Let's see how other newspapers are reporting this, the president's speech yesterday. The Punch newspaper, Salah, current pains necessary, says Tinubu. Governors preach unity. President assures Nigerians of better days. PDP lambast APC. Governors demand peaceful coexistence as Muslims celebrate Salah. Now, the Nation newspaper also reporting this story. Tinubu to Nigerians. Let's shun ethnic, religious rivalries. Peaceful Eid celebration in states. Man held in explosive-laden car. Now, the Guardian newspaper, Salah, presidency, PDP, trade blames over bleak, low-key celebration. Of course, the PDP came out yesterday, of course, lambasting, as some newspapers have, to use the words in some newspapers, the president, for what they believe is the cause of the low-key celebration. Of course, what Ruben usually referred to as the pandemic of empty pockets. Things are tough. The cost of the prices of goods, especially goods relating to the celebration, ram, tomatoes, pepper, all the ingredients that aid jolloфing, all going up. But, of course, that is what it is. The PDP blaming the government of the day. And there's a repost there from Dele Alake, of course, telling the PDP that they seem to be envious of the actions taken so far and the successes. But again, that is not all there is to it. But let's look at other stories. The Daily Trust newspaper, stakeholders to Tinubu, hasty economic reform, worsening poverty, only sequential execution will impact positively on people. Now, the foreign newspapers quickly will take the Times of London, do-it-yourself kits for midlife MOT to help drive down illnesses. Yes, checkups from age of 40 aimed at early diagnosis. Yes, patients will be sent blood testing kits to check cholesterol levels and, of course, do those tests at home. Check your blood pressure at the nearest pharmacy. The aim is to diagnose diseases like hypertension, high blood pressure early enough so that such persons can get help. Of course, obesity is part of what you're checking.
Yeah. We don't seem to have much time, but very quickly. It's good to see Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu visiting former minister, former chief of staff, former governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Raji Fashola yesterday on the occasion of his 60th birthday. Before now, we saw the governor visiting Governor Ambode, now visiting Minister Fashola. That looks really good. And then Jerry Okoro Dudu is dead. May God bless his soul. At
The boxer.
64, yes. 1984 Olympic Games.
Olympian.
But the report says his family, his cost has not been released by the hospital because his family is owing the hospital 600,000 naira. Sad story. Many sportsmen and women, they end up, in this manner. It's very unfortunate. But we commiserate with his family and with the sports-loving community in Nigeria. Thank you, Ifeni.